So on this line of questioning about the Supreme Court decision, I get what you're saying, that the Pentagon has lawyers available to consult for commanders to consult, but does the Pentagon feel that that is enough of a bulwark against a commander-in-chief that the Supreme Court has ruled to be pretty much immune from legal prosecution?
Again, guys, I appreciate the line of questioning. I've provided you my response, and I'm going to leave it at that.
I'll try one more time.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess what we're trying to understand is, if this, you described it as a debate, but it was a decision by the Supreme Court, and that decision was that official acts are immune. And I think what we're trying to understand is, if the president, any order that he gives, does not face any possibility of prosecution, then how come U.S. service members could be charged for carrying out those acts? So I think what would help us, if there's a way to take the question, or maybe consider having somebody from General Counsel explain to us how they're thinking about it, because that's what we're trying to reconcile. Because the way you've explained it, a service member could follow exactly what the president told them to do and maybe face charges, and we're trying to understand why and under what circumstances.
Yeah, and again, I appreciate the questions, but again, what I would tell you is, look, without getting into hypotheticals, every situation has to be assessed on its own merit, depending on the situation, the context of the situation. And if you are a military leader, you're going to have the benefit of consulting counsel or policymakers in terms of whether an order or decision is legal, ethical, or moral. That won't change. And so, again, I'm just going to leave it there.
Can I just ask that, would you mind just taking our request?
I've answered the question.
In the next few days or so, could we talk to someone even on a background level to get a better understanding of how the department is thinking about this from a legal perspective?
If we have any updates to provide, we'll definitely take that into consideration. Sir.